I saw Avatar 3 on New Year's Eve, and, and but it's Avatar 1 that won't let me go. Avatar 1 is like the turkey, and Avatar 2 and Avatar 3 are just like the leftovers. So let's get back to the one and cut this turkey apart. What is the gateway to paradise? That's the question. It's a Zen question. But before we look, I have to introduce myself again. I'm Ed Conley, and I live in Blackstone, Virginia, a small town southwest, 50 miles southwest of Richmond, in Civil War country. This is where Lee retreated. He went right through this area on the way to Appomattox. There's markers everywhere where General Lee stepped. It's like where George Washington stepped. It's like where the gods stepped. But I digress. Let's So I practice awakening. That's what my talks are about. Practicing awakening. So each talk uses movies, everyday events to practice awakening. So let's practice awakening with Avatar. Now the first avatar is the formula, is the Zen cone. So what is this Zen cone? What is this gateless gate of Zen, the gateless gate of Avatar? Well, it juxtaposes two viewpoints in Avatar. You have the viewpoint of the humans. Everything is an objective it. Everything is an it. And you make it's useful, and you get rid of what's not useful. For the humans in the movie, the Navi are not useful. Get rid of them. And for the Navi, everything is useful. Everything is sacred. Nothing is wasted. Everything is worshipped. Everything is one. And then for the humans, everything is two, good and bad. So this really, Avatar is a modern prophecy, a modern Genesis story, if you will. Religion, study the Bible as the Word of God. So we don't, unless you are a biblical Christian, you don't pay attention to that anymore. But we do pay attention to movies. Movies are our biblical stories now, but we don't see that. We're just movies, entertainment. We don't see Avatar as biblical. We don't see it as the Word of God. We don't see it as truth. We see it as entertainment. Pass the popcorn. Oh, what's next? What's next? Oh, Avatar 2. Whoa. Oh, Avatar 3. Whoa. Is there going to be 4? What's next? But if you study the Bible, you don't approach the people that believe in the Bible and work with the Bible, the biblical Christians, you see. That Bible is the Word of God. You don't say, what's next? This is it. So the ministers just keep picking it apart. All those little stories in the Bible, all the parables, everything Jesus said, every Sunday for hundreds of years, they pick these little pieces apart and serve them as new truths, new discoveries, Jesus and the wine. How many times have preachers preached on that? But what preachers preach on Avatar? When is Avatar a sermon? When are movies our prophets, our biblical stories, you see? We don't see that in the secular world because there is no biblical, there is no God, there is no word. It's all entertainment. So we're going to look at Avatar as a biblical prophecy. As we're going to look at Avatar as a metaphor that through which you peek to see the truth of you. We're going to peek through Avatar, and we're going to see Jake Sully at the end of the movie saying, just imagine you pry the movie apart, the story apart, and there's Jake Sully looking at you saying, I see you. That is the moment of Zen. Who is Jake Sully when he wakes up as the Avatar and says, I see you? This is the question. Who are you? Who am I? You see. And Jake Sully says, I see you. So who is Jake Sully, you see? If Pandora was a movie, a mirror. We would be Narcissus, and we would look into the pond or the mirror of Avatar, and I would see myself, and I would say, "There you are. I've been looking for you my whole life. You see, my beloved, I see you." But you see, our conscious minds are split. I'm here, you're there. The movie's in it. I'm talking to you. I don't know who you are, but I'm talking to you, you see. And you may think, who is this guy, on TikTok? Is he talking to me? Are you talking to me? So Avatar creates this question, who am I? And it answers the question through the drama and story of Jake Sully. Jake Sully is the hero of 1,000 Faces. If you've ever read Joseph Campbell, you see. Jake Sully is the hero of all the movies. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, all the heroes of the movie who are trying to penetrate the mystery of duality and find the one and restore paradise. What is paradise but you? I am alive. That's paradise. But you have to discover it fresh and new, and it's through movies like Avatar. If we can look at the movie in the Zen way, in the Buddha way, we'll see that in the movies, from the beginning, all beings in all the movies are Jake Sully. All beings in all the movies, all the heroes are you. But you see, we're split. We see the movie over there, and Jake Sully's the hero, but I'm here eating popcorn. I'm not that, you see. So the movie is a metaphor that presents this dilemma of who am I in a story. And if you can read the story fresh, as if for the first time, you'll see I am. You'll see that the paradise we're looking for is where I am, in my little house here in Blackstone, Virginia, you see. We are all the center of the world. All of you are somewhere, a location. Are all these locations like all over the world, little dots you should see? Or is there one location? Is there one light? Imagine a light shed, a lamp shade full of holes. And you look at it, and there is this shade full of little lights. And you look at this night star at the night, and there's stars, little lights, you see. But what is the light behind the light? What is the light behind the little holes of light in the shade, you see? You can't see that light. Why? Why can't you see the light behind the holes? Because it's not there. It's not over there. You're it. From the beginning, all beings are light. From the beginning, says Zen, all beings are Buddha. All beings are light. All beings are Jake Sully, discovering lost paradise of I am. Thanks for dropping in. I want you to subscribe to my talks. I'm still getting my voice. I'm still getting my traction here. And I share my viewpoints, my questions in everyday movies and everyday events, things I discover in my life and things you're discovering in your life. And I catch them in a talk. And I want us to look at it and pull the cotton ball apart. And if we pull the cotton ball apart, if we pull Avatar apart, what do we see? I see you. Thanks for dropping in.